chairman of the credits committee. And so I first knew about Jen's comments about Mythic's crediting kerfuffle when I got a call from Mark Jacobs and asked me what the hell I was doing. So I'm glad that got all resolved. But
Finally, my boss got a call like that too.
Yeah, I was on that email chain. And but I would like to say that credits is really, really doing well. The credit guidelines went to 1.0 in terms of its version, so we're live. I urge everybody to go to the IGDA website and take a look at our crediting guidelines. We have Toby's company looking at our crediting guidelines has already published, what, 2 different titles now? More than a year and more than 2 things. And they, her producer loves it. Corey loves it. And is THQ really still around? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's question.
I have friends that are having problems with THQ. And let's see. So we also have a company in Europe that's going to be actually publishing their credits with a stamp saying that they followed the IGDA crediting guidelines, which is really, really cool when people actually admit it. So that's really, really nice. Number 2, the second thing I want to say is I want to follow up on his remarks. And I would like to say that you made it very, very difficult to defend the IGDA this year with your leadership conference film that was on the kiosk engine and like 150, 160 things. Sitting down, drinking wine, talking about how you would like people with family problems at home to work for you was not the best way to say, hey, our board of directors is on top of stuff. And I think that means that you guys really need to apologize to the rest of the members, because that's just not the way that we would like our directors to represent themselves in the world of the IGDA. So that's my second thing. And my third thing is that I'm concerned about the web stuff. I was a member of the board of directors for 5 years. That's, what, we're 15 years old now, so I was there for a third of the time that the IGDA has been around. And we started out with Tally's solution, and we threw away Tally's solution. And then we went with MyAmphi, and now I found out that we've thrown away MyAmphi. So I'm really hoping that this solution works. I think that you guys really need to own up to the fact that you've wasted a lot of money on this effort and a lot of time. I was there when we were first starting to change the website around, and it drags and it drags and it drags and it drags, and this stuff needs to get done. And so that's all I really have to say. Thanks.
I think those are all fair points. One of the things that we struggle with, first of all, thank you very much for your update on credits, because credits are absolutely critical to making sure that developers get fair and accurate representation of the work that they've done. So thank you very much for your efforts there and for the update. In terms of the studio heads on the hot seat panel, you're right, we shouldn't have been drinking wine up there. Clearly inappropriate, and for that I do apologize. I'm not going to apologize for the comments that individual members made, and that's not my place to do it, and I think that the individuals involved can certainly speak for themselves and will choose to do so or not. One thing that is important is that they be honest about what they expect from their employees. And I think the panel was nothing if not honest. Everybody may not have liked what they heard. I think probably everyone in this room could have picked out at least one comment that they disagreed with, probably violently, but fundamentally we need to have that kind of dialogue and discussion. And in terms of the web stuff and the decision to move from MyAmphi to Drupal, we did make a decision to switch technology. And that decision came at a cost of both money and time. And we did that because as we got further and further into a MyAmphi-based solution, we realized that it wouldn't deliver the kind of of functionality that we had originally planned for, that our SIG and chapter leaders told us that they needed, and that we felt we owed our members. We decided, after a lot of discussion and heartache, to make that technology change. It meant a delay. What we do believe is that it will mean a better product in the end.
Can I comment on the web stuff? Yeah, so I fucked that up. That was me. We were going down a few different paths, and on paper it looked like the right thing, and I certainly pushed the board to approve things, and in the end it wasn't right, and I re-pushed the board to bail on it because it just wasn't going in the direction we wanted to go in, and we wasted 6, 7, or 8 months and 20 plus grand, and I thought they were going to fire me, or I was crapping my pants, but I couldn't. I felt it was necessary. I could have certainly just rode that train into the wall, and it would have been disastrous. But I put the brakes on, and that was mostly, or I'd say pretty much all my fault. And the Drupal stuff is going much better, and I don't have the same sort of issues, confidence, sort of concerns. It's mainly just a time issue, but everything that we want to do, it does. It's just a matter of taking the time to get it and get it right. But I have full confidence that the end result will be exactly, well, I won't say exactly, but pretty much what we all need and want. Yeah, I mean, so we're in closed beta. All the SIG and chapter leaders